SANBONANI Guys is Thato and Thabiso, aka TNT, cause we're dynamite, cause Lisenza is fire. So, guys, welcome to yet another episode of TNT Talk. So, Thabiso will tell us what we're going to be talking about today.
Lol, throw me to the wolves.
Of course, anytime.
Hi. So today we wanted to talk about this new Netflix movie that we watched. But before we start that, I wanted to show Thato a tweet that I saw the other day, right? So there was this lady. She went on holiday, right? I'm jumping in there. She went on holiday. Yeah, she went on holiday. So she was like, okay, let me just rent out my house. Like on an Airbnb. Yeah. Okay. Like, no, it wasn't Airbnb exactly, but then it was just, she put her ad out, I think. She was like, oh, if you're looking for a place to stay. Yeah. What here. For the rates or what. Yeah. I don't know what the deal.
Airbnb, booking.com.
I was on booking.com.
But she was renting, she was giving her
She
house
was
away.
like, it's like, say now you're like, oh, it's my birthday. Let me go to wherever over the seas. And then you're like, but then I want to make some money back. Because, you know, when you're holiday, you're spending money.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
So then she's like, let me make some money back. And then she rents. She doesn't rent, but she like borrows her house out. But then the person's paying like an Airbnb vibes.
Right.
And now the person won't leave.
Like what do you mean they won't leave?
She does not want to leave. I have a video on my phone.
What do you mean
Hopefully we can show the video. But she definitely does not want to leave. She came back. No, she wasn't back yet. She was almost boarding her flight. Yeah. And then her maid called her because her maid came to come clean the house. Obviously because the person was supposed to leave. And then the maid was going to come and clean the house before she came back home. Yeah. That man was still there.
Wait, but then can't you just call police?
No, apparently in America, you can't kick people out.
What?
You can't kick people out in America. I don't know what it is. You can't kick them out. I forgot what the people were saying. The lawyers, the lawyers of Twitter were talking. I forgot what they said, but you can't kick them out.
I watched this other thing on Netflix. It's called Bad Roomates.
I wanted to watch it, but I'm scared.
There was this man was terrorizing people.
Really?
Yeah, like in one of the episodes, we were terrorized. And apparently in America, there's this thing where if you can get mail... Yes, mail is sent to this house. Then you can't leave. Rent,
literally can't leave. I was like, what the fuck kind of fucked up thing is this? Show me this in the video. This lady, she's literally chilling in her living room. She's making a video. She's like, this lady doesn't want to leave my house. I've called the police. The police said they can't kick her out. They can't do anything about it. And then the video flips over and she's walking casual to the kitchen.
Bro, apparently this is to protect tenants.
Yeah, but like that's not a tenant though.
But then it's like it's hectic. This one lady, she bought this like apartment like this. It was like beach viewing and everything. Yeah. And then she bought it and then she had a girlfriend that she was living with. Girlfriend and her broke up, so she needed someone to help her with the rent. Yeah. All kind of monthly installments. So when that roommate came, they didn't pay rent, they didn't pay nothing, and they had a cat that they had stolen.
Did they have a joint cat together?
No, he stole them from like this other girl he was living with. Okay. I think it was his girlfriend. So yeah, it was that situation, and then that lady couldn't kick him out to a point where she had to rent out her living room. But
her living room.
She puts up a tent so that someone else could stay there.
To help pay her.
Yeah, but then he was such a terrorist that he scared this tenant who lived in the living room
away.
In the
tent?
Yes. Scared them away. So now they just couldn't pay back. So now this lady, eventually she got him out. I don't know how. But then she lost the house.
Because of the situation.
And then she also she paid for the house with her retirement. She lost her house and her retirement.
No, so she's broke.
So she can't afford to stop working.
Yo. That's so sad.
Bruh.
Like life hack.
Like it's a problem that side.
Nah, dude, they need to do better. But my thing is like, obviously, there must have been a conversation before that. Like, okay, you're just going to stay there for a week. And then after the week, you're going to leave.
People can mind it.
I know,
people can just refuse to
leave. Does that not count as a contract? Like, if I text you something, if I promise you now I'm going to give you 2,000 Rand, and then I don't give it, can't you sue me?
Yeah, but it's a long process because you and yes, man, it's complicated, and I wish I could read it, but you're English. Yeah, you see that law, hectic law English,
hectic stuff. That is
Section 5,
very much deep. Another tweet Another tweet I wanted to do. Oh, but this tweet is like part of a game I wanted to play with you. Do you want to play it now?
What game is it?
Agree or disagree?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, agree or disagree? BBL at 18 is wild.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. Because, like, you might grow more. Like, there's a lot that your body still has to do at 18. Like, you might stop growing at some point, but your body goes through changes at some point.
Yeah, definitely. It depends. Like, it depends because, like, different body structures. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people are, like, big boned. I don't know what that means, but people are just have, like, big bones. So what am I trying to say? English. They don't grow, like, their body structure is the way it is.
Yeah.
So BBL there, 18 is, I think my problem with the thing is the 18.
Age. It's the age. Like, if you do it, like...
Yeah.
Not when you just get out of high school. Like, maybe...
Yeah. Give it, like, after 25.
Yeah.
Not even then, though. Like, that's still so
young.
No,
but then it's like it's anyone's choice. Like
your body, your choice. Yes, but it's wild.
I don't think you should be doing decisions at 18. Even that thing of picking your degree
at 18 it's wild. Look at me now. I'm doing a second degree because the first degree was not the one. Don't do that, guys. But it's a lot of pressure here. Like imagine leaving high school and all of a sudden you have to make these big decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life.
I don't think at 18 you should be doing all of these decisions. Even that thing of you having to pick subjects in grade 10.
Yeah, it's hectic.
Because what did I pick? I picked geography, accounting, and economics. What is that, Thato?
You do economics now, though.
What is that? Yeah, I did I'm doing BCom general. But then what if I wanted to become...
a doctor? I don't know.
Yeah,
something else.
I didn't know at grade 10 what I wanted to do because by the time I got to grade 10, I had a lot on my mind. I wanted to do fashion designing at one point. I wanted to do different things. So you're going grade 10, you're forced to pick these subjects. And then by the time you're in matric, you don't know what to do because... And then everything that your options are limited to those subjects that you picked for yourself.
Exactly. That's the one thing they don't tell you when you're picking subjects in grade 8. Obviously, the teachers know, in their head, but these subjects that you're choosing now are going to affect the rest of your life. But you don't know that. But are you just picking because your friend is also doing what? So now I'm also going to do what? There's no subject advising in high school.
Yeah. Can I tell you how I picked? I was like, okay, life science, I'm terrible at it. I'm not doing it. Physics, I'm worse at it. I'm not doing it. And then I was like, okay, now I have to gather things that I actually like. And then I was like, okay, I can do accounting. I liked economics. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do those. And then I needed a third subject to do. And then I picked history. And then I changed it.
Somehow, somewhere.
There was a lot of changing. My mother had to email teachers and stuff.
The changing thing is hectic.
Yeah.
I hate that. I went to a technical school, so we had, which is even worse in terms of subjects and whatever you choose.
She can build you a house.
Okay, calm down. So when grade 10 came, right? I said, we don't get subject advising in high school. Yeah. So when grade 10 came, we had, obviously at our school we did civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering as subjects. Yo. So my thing is I don't want to do civil because I've seen them in overalls and gumboots and I'm not trying to live that life. And I don't want to do electrical because I've seen one of the electrical teachers that chopped up a finger. I don't know how, I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know if the electricity did it. I don't know. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then I was like, okay, mechanical is easy because other people told me it was easy. The older kids, they're like, nah, do mechanical. It's mostly theory. You won't do much. And I got to mechanical. Now I'm welding. Show me, I had a mask. I'm welding. I had to make a hammer. Show me Bendigoa in mechanical. And I was like, I did not know what I was signing up for. So it would have been great if in grade 10 someone could have told us, but this is what this is for, and this is where it could lead to.
Yeah, these are your
now
options.
It's you're just there for vibes, really. And then when you get to matric, and now you have to choose a school to go to, and you have to pick what degree you want to do, it's a struggle because it's just the options are limited and you don't want to do these things. Because some people get into the high schools they get into by chance, really. It's not because they want to be where they're at. It's just by chance, and now you're forced to be.
Yeah.
And now you're forced to do the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So people could go to, like, see, the high school I went to is the technical high school. So, now someone that went to my high school was generally like forced to be there because that's like the only school that accepted them or something like that. And now you have to do
also
things like that.
You also, like, let's say you went to a technical high school, you don't have the foundation to do certain...
Definitely. That was another struggle because I know a girl, she wanted to do something like in the arts, but because she didn't do, like, we didn't have like visual arts and all these things because we did like, we're doing like genuine technical mathematics. So
you don't get accepted into whatever you want. And then you get students who are like very unhappy with their choices and what they're doing right now. And they also don't know what to do with their degrees. And then they're also not passing that well because they don't enjoy what they're doing.
Definitely.
And Shem, I would not recommend that.
Definitely would not. But I think it helps when you're in a situation like that. It helps to have supportive parents because there are some people who are genuinely like just forced to go to school. Yes. Like after they finish high school.
But then I'm saying that, but there's still like students who can't afford to go to university twice just because they didn't like their first degree. Definitely, like they can't afford to do that. Yeah. NSFAS won't pay for it again.
Definitely.
Bursary, I don't think they can pay for your first year again and stuff like that. I don't know how it happens, but then they don't have the luxury of going back to university and restarting a degree because they weren't happy with the first one that they did.
Definitely. So it's like, by fire, by force, I have to do this degree and do the best at it and somehow, someway find a job that I like in this field, which is difficult enough as it is.
At that point, it's just about, like, in our, like, where we're at right now in the economy, is that it's difficult to get jobs.
It's so difficult to get jobs.
You're going to take the job that you are getting because it's tough out there and you need money. You want to be independent. You want to earn money.
Definitely.
So whether you like it or not, you take this job because you might not get another one.
It is. And what is the minimum wage in South Africa? It's like less than 3K. It's like less than 3K, dude. What is that? It's like that's like people's allowance. Bruh. When we used to go to Varsity, that was people's just grocery money. That is just grocery money. And you're supposed to live with that.
Even that thing, I still don't understand that when they when you are signed up for the 350 Rand grant.
Unemployment.
Yeah, and that's what doesn't accept you because you're on a grant.
What?
Yeah.
But isn't SASSA supposed to be like...
The unemployment.
But besides that, like, because unemployment is like under SASSA, right? Isn't SASSA supposed to SASSA? Isn't that like a different situation?
Grant, apparently. So if you're getting 350 Rand, you can't
go to school.
You can't get your fees paid. You can't get the textbook. You can't get the food, groceries.
Because of 300.
Because of 350.
Guys, come on.
There's no way, 350. Really? Yes. NSFAS won't accept you.
But like, how is that? Like, I don't get it.
That is the country you live in.
No, but that's super hectic. This chat kind of reminds me of the Netflix thing that I wanted to talk about. We watched on Netflix, right? So then this girl, she wants to go to art school, but then there's no money at home.
Yeah.
Right? So then her boyfriend at the time,
I think I saw the shot. Didn't the aunt or the uncle, someone played with the money?
Yeah, the aunt was like, I'm going to Stokvel. I was crying when she was like, I Stokvel. Apparently, Stokvel is investment opportunity. I didn't know that. I thought Stokvel was like where you keep your money safe. I didn't know it was an investment thing.
Where you, let's say, everyone sipatala maybe
100.
Oh, I was talking big money.
Calm down.
100 Rand. Sonke per month, it's 100 Rand. And then the first person who gets it, I'll coupe lo mali, that amount of money. Second, and then the next month, since 100 Rand, second person gets that money. But eventually, all this money comes back to you.
To someone eventually.
The money comes back to you. Okay. So how do you lose money in a Stokvel?
That's what I'm saying. My thing is, you lose money. Remember when we tried, you tried to do birthday Stokvel. Thato had this thing, but they're gonna, every time it's someone's birthday, they're gonna 5 Rand person. I don't know. And then it just disappeared.
It didn't disappear. No, it still worked. But after that, we're like, nah.
It's too much.
So what happened is that we gave certain dates, but this is like people's birthday. And then we were like, okay, we're going to give them 100 Rand on their birthday.
Okay.
Everyone gathers 100 Rand, give it to them.
And you guys were a lot. You guys were like 8 people.
So that means on your birthday, you're getting like, I don't know, I think it was between 800 to, but you're getting
but
that
that's
amount.
big money for Varsity, yeah.
You're getting that amount.
Yeah.
Né? But then here's the problem. You couldn't feel your money because people don't pay on that specific date that they were supposed to pay.
Okay.
So one person at the beginning of the month, let's say my birthday is in July. July 1st, someone gives me 100 Rand. On my birthday, I get 300 Rand. 31st of July.
So it doesn't feel as nice as getting 800 Rand.
Like, it would have been nice to get that lump sum. So that didn't work out. And then we also had to beg people to pay
for your birthday money.
Bruh.
That's hectic.
After I gave money on time, no, when you get your money after.
But like, that's kind of understand because it's Varsity, dude. Like, you know, because sometimes you shut the groceries, sometimes you need a textbook, so you just take from whatever funds you can get it from.
Yeah.
So that's understandable on that front. But like, if you make a promise, you make a promise also.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a Stokvel.
Yeah.
I can now I've learned.
You see, it didn't work. But then if you can Stokvel properly, and then
people Stokvel properly. I think my dad and his friends Stokvel properly because they don't do. I don't know what their Stokvel things are, but they do like a big holiday at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Type situation.
My mother told me a story about her mother and her father, my grandparents.
Back in the day.
So my grandmother decided she's going to join a Stokvel.
Okay.
My grandfather was like, what?
Stokvel.
And then every time she got, I don't know if it was money or groceries, but then every time she got the money, he would keep it. Okay, when it was her turn to get all that money, he kept it. And then when it was your turn to get Stokvel, he takes what you gave and gives it back. Yeah, that Stokvel that she got wasn't touched. He'd take and then give it back to you.
Really?
Take and give it back to you, yeah.
I don't get the whole thing of Stokvel. I'd be too scared to surrender my money like that.
But at a Stokvel, you're supposed to get money. It's like a savings shandis, basically.
That's what I'm saying. So la mama.
So how do you lose?
I don't know. But she lost la mama in the movie.
Yeah.
And then Ukiri won. Like, the name of the movie Ukiri won. Natasha Tane, that's my girl.
Yeah. Oh, she looks like Natasha.
So they say. And then now she's crying about her boyfriend. Her boyfriend goes and sells his car. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why. That you see, remember last episode when I was like, when you really love someone, you do stupid stuff. You see, he's selling his car.
Yeah,
because she was crying because she wants to go to school.
But he wanted his hand to succeed.
Not that much. To sell your car.
Success.
No ways. So now her boyfriend sells her car. So now she can register and deposit whatever she needs to do. Finally, she's in school. So now she's feeling the pressure. She's seeing all the other hands, but
like academics, or can you just the pressure of
because she's studying acting, so I don't know if there's pressure in academics and acting, but I don't know.
She's still studying acting.
Also, that was a wild confession to make on our podcast of all places.
1 million.
One
stage funds.
Million state funds. And she said it so proud. She was like, me, I wanted to study. I was like, Natasha, what are you doing? Anyway, so now I think, back to the point, I think she just felt the pressure because they go eat bad bitches on campus. And like, say now, our first year.
Yeah, yay.
Our first year, the first week of school, obviously you do best dressed. Every day's running.
Yeah, that fashion show.
Fashion show. So now it's like that kind of pressure that she's feeling. So now she's trying to keep up to date with what's happening. So now she gets approached by someone's father, and someone's father is doing big baller things, and now she gets sucked into the lifestyle. So now I'm just thinking about the pressure of trying to keep up with your peers must be a lot when you come from nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's majorly like, you see social media.
Yeah.
Every time you go online, you're gonna see a girl on.
It's a Bentley. You see Ayana Toyota cracking her neck on a Rolls Royce.
So you see that. So I think it's the pressure of social media that makes.
But not even social media. Pressure of like.
No, I'm saying about most pressure comes from social media. Kanya, that's just my opinion.
No, definitely.
But it comes from social media because you'll see these people that you look up to, and then you'll be like, okay, I want to be like that person.
Not
and
even
then
people you look up to, just people in general. You just see them riding big
you get
cars.
fans out there. So so I think it's just that. It's just about you see things and then you want that. So you want that, and then you're like, okay, So that's how you get sucked into like the lifestyle. You just like, okay, I like that. That looks like it's very nice.
And also when you make new friends at school and you see how other people live.
Yeah.
Like outside of yourself, and it's just like, wow, I've never seen things like this before. And it's just like that kind of pressure also. It plays like in your head, and then I don't know, it's like it makes you either want to work harder or find some other way to get that money so that you can also live that kind of life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because my thing is
pressure is hectic. It works on you.
Like pressure is like pressure comes like in different angles. Like you get, let's say, your friend gets a higher allowance than you. Now you and your 100 rand have to compete with your friend who wants to go to restaurants with their 5,000. So now you want to keep up with that. And then go, let's say, like pressure from, like there's a lot of pressure, like social media. Social media, you like, I like Gucci. Why am I not getting Gucci? Get sucked in like that. Like there's different ways.
Yeah.
You also get pressure from your family, but that's just pressure.
Like different kind of pressure.
And pressure's like just pass.
I hate it. For me, my family is great, but like I've seen other people's parents be like super pressured.
Like my family is not that
hectic, but like it's hectic. I was talking to someone else now last week at school, and then he was like, the NSFAS money that he does get, it goes like half of it goes to his family, because
you see, like
that's like what he has to do essentially for the family, and then the other half comes to him, and then it's like now he has to keep up with the other people that he lives
that
with.
got like full allowances
with his small money. And it's just like, it's very sad, but it's like a reality for a lot of people.
It's also the thing of like it also might be like self-inflicted pressure, because you have these goals for yourself, but you are drowning. You want to have a social life. You want to have a relationship. You want to have like, I don't know, like there's a lot that you want to do.
And it's also that thing of, you see when you're in high school, you're like, by 25, I'm gonna, by 30,
you're trying to have your fairy tale, and it's not popping, and then this puts your whole life into like a tailspin, because you're like, okay, my grades, it's not popping. Friendship wise, I'm losing friends. And then like all of that, relationship, my boyfriend, and that's what's happening. But all of that, it affects you so much that now you don't know what you want to do with your life, and that's the pressure that you put on yourself.
Exactly.
Because you're not giving yourself in like time.
Yeah, but people aren't like self-aware like that, you know.
Yeah,
like
even
other people
me
can recognize that. Okay, sure, I'm doing this to myself. Other people generally don't recognize. They spiral and they blame other people for the spiraling that's happening. That's why they say when you're feeling things, it's literally just you.
That's why it's also like very important to tell like high school students at a very young age, like guys, breathe. Because it wasn't nice during those
really
the trials that you
do,
not
that great.
And then the final exams,
exactly,
and then
really
everyone wants to buy a newspaper because
did you appear in the newspaper?
I don't know. I was in Eastern Cape.
I also don't know if I appeared in the newspaper.
I was grooving a monty. My results came out.
People were saying, one of my mom's friends was saying, if you failed, you won't appear in the newspaper. So I was like, how do they know?
Your F appears, guys.
Does it appear?
It appears. But then luckily, they took names out. Yeah. So it's just that number that's there.
Oh, to mama, back in her day, it was full name, surname, everything, ID and F. Right then, I was like, I would have cried.
Yeah, like they all your information, everything. There. Also, like a lot of information. Like I feel like South Africa has become more dangerous because people's information used to be like posted anyway. Because I was reading my my older cousins like yearbook does a bag phone numbers, home address, names of everyone.
What?
Yes, his address is still there. Like at the back.
That's crazy.
Just in case you want to contact them.
But also
high address.
But also think of the time. How old is your cousin?
Yeah, man's old.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. But back in the day, people weren't worried about this because people weren't as crazy as they are this day.
There wasn't scamming and what and robbery and doing whatever. It was so safe relatively.
Yeah. You know? So that happened back in the day. Now. Yay.
Even putting your ID somewhere is dangerous stuff.
Next thing you know, you own a business.
Do you know what I mean? That's super hectic. When you own things, I feel like your life becomes even more difficult.
You see, if I could just understand taxes.
I don't understand taxes. John, I was watching something, and then you know how influencers get money, right? So now a brand pays them like 10K for doing a campaign, whatever. And then they must do tax by themselves, and then they must send it to SARS. Is that how it
apparently,
works?
Okanye, you must pay someone to do your taxes
You must.
for you.
Now it's dude, I was like, why doesn't SARS just take
Just
the
take
money
it.
when it's in my bank account?
Can you
then
invoice
send
me?
an
Send me a-
email saying basi kupe le mali?
Send me a
Because
letter.
I don't understand taxes.
Because
My
you're
biggest
supposed to
fear-
pay them, and then if you overpay them, they send you your money back. Like, why? Okanye, if you underpay them, they're like, girl, you owe us this much. Why didn't you do that in the first place?
That's what I don't understand. Isn't there like things in place so that SARS can just take the money?
Now you must know percentages.
That's
You
what
must
I'm
1+1.
saying.
You sleep cycle.
Dude, I don't understand. Have you ever looked at a slip and then it says like 100 rand plus tax? And we're just like, what is the tax?
It VAT included, VAT excluded.
What
I
is
don't
the
know.
VAT? I don't know. My biggest fear is me living my best life in the
Can't
future,
you?
and
Oh,
then
SARS.
SARS emails me or sends me, come evict
Because
me
it's
from my
your
house. Trini. Imagine they take all my stuff. I'd
Because the
literally
dorm,
cry.
it's not that you did it on purpose. Because
It's them. It's never me. I don't, if someone knows how to do taxes and how to work the 1+1,
If I can just
please
figure
teach
out
me.
taxes.
I don't know how it works.
also, it's also like when you win Lotto, like ufake,
They
you
tax
pay-
Lotto
you pay
too.
for
dude.
the slim side.
Why doesn't Lotto pay the tax themselves? Why does it have to come from my money that I won?
After I win, just tell me after taxes. Just tell me the
Jeez.
amount after tax. Don't tell me before. Like,
Now I must go. to
no,
SARS.
I'm thinking I want like 60 million.
No.
Next thing you know, it comes as 5 million because SARS
tax,
decided.
because it sucks.
Also, do you win mali?
Exactly.
Why are you
I don't get
entitled?
Speaking of the Lotto, if you won 100 million rands right now, first thing you're doing,
100 million.
100 million. John.
I don't know.
How much?
I want to say, but no, I'm going to open a business.
No,
No,
definitely
I'm
not.
buying a car.
Me, I'm buying a wig.
Buying like
Me, I have other priorities.
fashion.
Me, I'm BBL bodying.
Like
I'm doing
after
the
that,
most.
after I've spoiled myself, then maybe.
Then maybe I'll say property
Because
investment.
everyone wants to say, but okay, I'm building a house.
Yeah, definitely not.
But don't you like
They are
like as soon
liars.
as it touches your account,
I'm
and
going
then
to the
there's this-
drive-through.
and there's a shoe that you've always wanted.
Me, as soon as I leave the Lotto building, I'm going to drive through.
Yeah.
I'm going to restaurant, big restaurant. I'm
Yeah.
spoiling myself. There's no
Yeah.
way. You're
Yeah.
not doing property investment immediate.
Like you're not doing it as soon as you get the money.
As soon as liars.
Like I might chill for a day and then I wanted to settle. But while it's settling, it must settle. Dig with restaurant.
Exactly.
Do
That's what
looking
I'm saying.
towards-
I want to sip on something while I'm like scrolling through all the zeros that I have in my bank account.
Yeah,
I
like-
can't go home and be like, yeah, mama, we're building. We need bricks. We need cement. I'm not
As
doing
soon
that. As soon as liars.
Did you plot mama do something?
Liars.
No,
Liars.
guys.
No, I'm not on Property 24 immediately. Liars. I'm there. I'm sipping champagne. I'm buying Ace of Spades.
Like
Jim.
as soon as I
You're
enter,
lying.
did it guys let glass? It must not be empty today. No.
Actually, I'm lying. I'm making group chat. We're going to Bali.
Gal trip, guys.
On me. We're going to Bali on me. Oh my God. Remember that girl who got that millions by NASFA's by accident? She literally did the same thing that we did right now.
God, we were judging.
No, but she literally, she said, friends must say KZN. Devon July. What did Devon
You're lying. You're lying.
What did
I was
Devon
told.
July?
She said tops sometimes.
Same time. That's what I'm saying. People are lying. When big money enters, you're never doing important things. You're always going to say,
Another thing,
Be
I mean, I always
selfish.
thought this was like a first year, second year student
No,
doing
Dara.
Anyway, guys, before she goes. Okay, guys, if you guys want to do podcasting like us, you guys can join us at Caya Creative Studios. It's situated in Loop Street, super affordable, and you can
super
become
great. Also, look at the
amazing.
setup.
It changes colors, do you know
Dude,
that?
and the colors.
We'll try purple next week.
Exactly.
Just
you can
to
even
show
try,
you.
maybe try a different setup also.
Exactly. You can be
interchangeable.
as cute as you want to be. So, yeah.
Hey. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it if you've gotten this far. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put your notifications on. If you're on Spotify, please follow us. You follow us on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Is it a
I mean, every time I get a phone with a Spotify, I'm like,
follow. Definitely, we love it. Thank you.
bye.